Okay, here we go. Full screen. Check. And we are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second episode of the Autosim playthrough. We are here. That started the 2001 season. So, let's look at the team coming into the season. First off, decent amount of cash. I might actually fund a second car in the Bush series. We got Jimmy Johnson, 1 year left on his contract. We may resign him, we may not. We may actually bump him up to Cup, because I fully actually kind of want to save money actually, so we can go full-time Cup in 02 and start doing some damage in 03 and 04, possibly win championship by 05. But you know, that's way too far ahead to think. Then we got Adam Petty in the 02 Ford in our truck, in the truck series, and then Greg Biffle. So, let's see, how much money will this cost me? Yes, I will start a new Grand National team. We're going to go with the 02 as our primary number. Lowe's will be a good primary. Shell Oils is going to be a secondary. And Napa, set ride. We got 1.1 million. That's going to be a decent amount of money. And now we just upgrade our car. That's going to be expensive. I don't think I will have enough. I will have enough money to hire a driver. But I got 2 more upgrades. Put me decently. How good is that? Decent. Hire driver. 2001. Who was a young up-and-coming driver in this time period? Oh, I know exactly who I'm picking. I'm actually picking my IRL favorite NASCAR driver of all time, Casey Kane, to drive the 02 for us. So, there we go. The reason I decided when I started the stream up I was going to start a second team when I saw the money is, well, to make more money, you gotta have more cars. So, I was thinking if I have 2 Xfinity cars full time, we should send one, have enough money for a decent Cup team for those 2. So, here we go. Let's start our season. Jimmy Johnson wins the season opener at Daytona. Casey's gonna finish 37th. Not bad. Greg Biffle wins his first career Cup race at the Daytona 500 for DEI. So not too far off of what actually happened in real life. It's like same car, well, same team won. Also, Dale had retired, so therefore, you know, didn't happen. Jimmy Johnson's starting the season hot with back-to-back wins. Kyle Petty for Sapco. Not bad at all. Borsed wins in the 18th for Group 3 Racing. Jimmy Johnson's going to get 16th. Casey's going to get 29th. Joe Nemechek wins his first career Cup race for the new Everham Motorsports. First win for Dodge in the series, actually. So, yeah. Jason Leffler for Joe Gibbs. Matt Kenseth for Nemco. And Randy LaJoy for Bill Davis. Wow. Greg Biffle wins his first truck start of the season. Jamie McMurray's looking pretty good with his second career win in the Xfinity Series. Casey finally beats Jimmy in a race, which is good to hear. And wow, another first time winner in Cup. This one being John Andretti. Wow. Adam Petty wins his truck race. That's good for him. Jeff Green for Fitz Bradshaw. Casey beat Jimmy. Greg Biffle with his second win of the season in Cup. Interesting. Joe Nemechek wins in the Truck Series. Adam Petty got third. Greg Biffle got 28th. Jimmy Johnson with his third win of the season. He's either finished outside the top 10 or has won. Casey with his first top 5 for the team. John Andretti for his second career win. Jeff Green for Liberty Racing. Greg Biffle's going to come home P3. Chris Diamond for Bruco. Jimmy got second. Casey got 24th. Randy LaJoie gets his 5th career win, first of the season. With Michael Waltrip, Kyle Petty, and Matt Kenseth. Wow, that's a lineup. So, Adam Petty beats Greg Biffle at Tucson. Jimmy beat Casey at Nashville. Jimmy Johnson's looking like he might actually have a championship contending season. Ron Barfield, your defending Cup champion, finally gets his first win of the season, 5 races in. Oh wait, that's 5. Has Barfield missed a couple races? Hang on. Yeah. Your defending champions missed 3 races? What in the world? Yeah. And then the guy who's won the 5 previous championships, Jeff Gordon, is... Wow. That's rough. But in positive news, Jimmy Johnson's got a points lead in the Busch Series over Matt Crafton and Rich Bickle. Joe Nemechek's got a slim points lead over Greg Biffle and Ricky Hendrick. I was expecting Ricky Hendrick to be dominant in that 3 truck, but oh well. Adam Petty's back there in 7th. Casey Kane. Where is Casey? Casey's not top 20 in points right now. Oh wait, never mind. He's 12th. Okay, let's see if Casey can turn his season around. I'm gonna see if I got the money. Oh wow. Yeah, we got the money. Oh, his actual driver stats are just a little off. And one more upgrade should give us a maxed out second car. There we go. And Greg Biffle wins his second race of the season. Then there's Jimmy Johnson winning at New Hampshire. Dennis Setzer with his first win of the season. Looking pretty good. Joe Nemechek wins at Heartland. Jimmy Johnson wins. Casey got 40th at Nazareth. Kevin Harvick will win his second career race at Sabco. Okay. Oh, that's at Sears Point too, huh? Joe Nemechek won at Bristol. Kenny Irwin Jr. won at Charlotte. Jimmy got second. Frank Kimmel wins his first career Cup race. Good job. He gave our team our first truck win. And then Gary St. Ammon with 19 still getting 2 top 5s. Let's go. Jimmy Johnson wins at Dover. Frank Kimmel wins again, this time at King Racing in the 26. And, well, he won that team earlier, but still nice. Curtis Davis with RCR. I believe that's RCR's first win this season across any series. Jimmy got 4th. Randy LaJoy for Bill Davis Racing. Takes a Pocono Cup. Jeff Green wins for Fitz Bradshaw. Jimmy finished 27th. Ouch. Greg Biffle wins his 3rd win of the season at Michigan? Huh. Adam Petty gets his 3rd win of the season at Milwaukee. And Ricky Hendrick gets his 1st win of the season in the Busch Series at Milwaukee. And Randy LaJoy gets his 3rd win of the season at Daytona. Greg Biffle wins at Louisville. And yes, it's actually how it's kind of pronounced down here. Like I've heard it pronounced. Yeah, you can call it Louisville, but it's Louisville. There's nice job finishing 3rd for Jimmy and 12th place for Casey. Good job at Myrtle Beach. Man, I wish that track was still around. Here's New Hampshire with going to Andy Houston and Bill Davis Racing. Adam Petty gets his 4th win of the season at Odessa. Kyle Petty wins at Pocono for his 2nd win of the season. Dale Quartley wins at Talladega. And the the Die Hard 500, Kyle Petty wins again. And then at IRP, Dennis Setzer wins. We made nearly 25 grand. Wow. Jimmy Johnson wins at IRP, and so in case you got a top 10, good job. And now let's see, does Jeff Gordon finally win a race at the Brickyard again? Nope. It was Bobby Labonte in the Chip Ganassi Racing 01. There's Bill Elliott Racing with a win. It's actually Phil Bonifield at Watkins Glen. Wow, Greg Biffle got beat at Watkins Glen. That's a new one. Hank Parker Jr. wins his first career cup race at Watkins Glen in his rookie season, beating Jeff Gordon. Wow. There's Jason Jarrett winning at Flemington. Jimmy wins his 9th race of the season, this time at Michigan. Mark Martin wins his first race of the season at Roush. With Roush, Adam Petty takes at Nashville. And then there's another one by RCR by Curtis Davis at Bristol. Now let's see here, who wins the night race? John Andretti beats Jeff Burton, Randy LaJoy, and Ron Barfield Jr. Wow. Jason Jarrett wins at Nemco. With Nemco at Richmond. Jimmy wins at Darlington. Casey got top 10. And the winner of the Southern 500 was Kyle Petty for his 4th win of the season. Let's take a look at the point standings, shall we? Really? It's not bad. So, with about a third of the season left, here's the, honestly, I'd say top 9 still have a chance at the title. So you got Kyle Petty leading over Randy LaJoy, Patty Mosey, Jeff Burton, Sterling Marlin, Jeff Gordon, Frank Kimmel, Jason Jarrett, and Greg Biffle. And there's Kurt Busch in his first season in the 3 car. Yeah, it's weird. But I can see it. There's a truck win. And I forgot to check the Busch in Cup standings. Brian Refner for Houston Racing wins at Richmond. And Jason Jarrett wins at Richmond. Let's see how that changes everything, actually. Greg Biffle slowly dropping out, actually. Greg Biffle might... Not Greg Biffle, but Jeff Gordon's slowly climbing up. I don't think he's going to be able to keep it... get close to Jeff. Well, get close to Kyle Petty. I think Kyle Petty will actually win the title. But in Xfinity, it's not Busch, we are dominating. That's all I gotta say. Jimmy Johnson, 16 top 5, 16 top 10s, 10 times he's pulled in the victory lane in 22 races. Yeah. Then in truck, it's a tight points battle, honestly. You can actually kind of extend it down to these. There are 6 trucks with a third of the season left. And Adam Petty's gonna go out there to steal a win at Martinsville over Kurt Busch and Greg Biffle. Gary Terry wins at Dover. Bobby Labonte gets a win at Dover. Frank Kimmel's gonna finish second. That's good points day. Greg Biffle and Kyle Petty, well, not Kyle, Adam Petty finished first and 6th at North Wilkesboro. Orange County goes to Jimmy Johnson. Casey's going to finish 36th. That's a rough day for him. We got Jason Jarrett and Wednesday at Martinsville for Robert Yates Racing. That's an interesting choice. Well, that's an interesting finish because that 28 was honestly a pretty good car at the start. But that team did kind of have a slight fall off, if I remember correctly. Let's see here. Wow. I'm sorry, there were 60 cars that showed up for this race? Interesting. And then the truck race at Sears Point, Greg Biffle finishes second. Adam Petty finishes 25th with Phil Bonifield sweeping the road courses. I think he won the truck race at Watkins Glen earlier. And then at Hickory, Jason Leffler wins. Jimmy gets second. Casey got 9th. Let's see, we got Frank Kimmel winning his 3rd race of the season at North Wilkesboro. Let's check the point standings now. Kyle Petty. Okay, we got 4 races left, so let's take anyone. I can still see anyone in the top. Like, top 10. Okay, let's play it simple. Here's the guys I'm keeping an eye out for a championship. Kyle Petty, Randy LaJoy, Patty, and Jeff. Here's your guys that could make some noise. Starlin Marlin, Frank Kimmel, Jeff Gordon, Jason Jarrett, and Greg Biffle. Everyone else has no shot. Like, they would need the apocalypse to break out if they're even still mathematically eligible. Then in the Xfinity / Busch series, Jimmy Johnson has extended his points lead to nearly 300 over Curtis Davis. Ricky Hendrick battling for second. There's honestly a good battle for second in points with Crafton, Joe Bessie, Rich Bickle, Ricky Hendrick, and Curtis Davis. Meanwhile, in the truck series, both our trucks have overtaken Joe Nemechek in the point standing. And we are... It's going to come down to the final 3 races between most of our trucks. Well, most of the trucks. Yeah, honestly. No. Sorry. Kurt Busch, Joe Nemechek, Adam Petty, and Greg Biffle could all steal, could all take this championship. Jeff Green and Jason Jarrett, I can see them possibly sneaking in if something happens. Here we go. We got 4, 3, and 3. Alrighty. Now, Adam Petty finishes first. Greg Biffle's going to drop down to 4th. How does that switch to truck points? That closes the margin down between the two. It's not too bad of a difference. Let's go back up to here. Jimmy Johnson gets second over Jason White. I'm not going to focus too heavily on that championship because I can almost guarantee we'll take it. Jeff Gordon finally gets his first win of the season. I was wondering when Jeff would finally show up and win a race, because I was concerned that he just fell off a cliff. But yeah, as you can see, 1 win, 8 top 5s, 14 top 10s. After winning 5 straight titles from 95 to 99. Ugh. Adam Petty's gonna win another truck race, this one at Phoenix. So, Jeff Gordon's... Okay, honestly, I'm looking at it now. Jeff Burton's essentially eliminated from championship contention. So it's going to be Patty, Randy, and Kyle. Jimmy, yeah, he's got the title. Greg Biffle, though, his points lead keeps just growing smaller and smaller with 1 race left. If Greg Biffle finishes mid-pack and Kyle Petty can win, not Kyle, Adam Petty wins himself a truck title. Now, Tim Steele wins his first career Xfinity race at Rockingham. Mark Martin wins. Now, how does... I apologize if I keep switching from the race screen to the race center for the point standing. But I just want to see how this shows up. Ooh. Okay. Jeff Gordon's a little over 200 points out. Kyle Petty and Randy LaJoy both have 2 mediocre races to end off the season. Jeff can go out and win? Oh wait, that's Jeff Burton. Sorry. My brain skipped the line, even though I highlighted it. I apologize. Jeff Burton can still win the title, but Jeff Gordon's got no chance. Jeff Burton. So, here we go. Jason Jarrett wins his 3rd win of the season at Phoenix? Huh. And Adam Petty, in our final truck race of the season, wins the race, but Greg Biffle finishes 12th. That might be just enough. There's Jimmy. He's got the title. Looking at the final standings going into Atlanta for Cup. I think Kyle Petty's just got to have a decent day and he comes out with the title. And oh my God, Adam Petty stole the title. Adam Petty stole the title by 7 points. In 2001, Adam Petty claws his way out of the hole to steal the title in the final race by 7 points. It took 9 wins to stop Greg Biffle. But that's actually the first championship for DO2, if I do recall correctly. I will have to double check later. Rich Bickle wins the race. Jimmy Johnson wins the title. Casey, I'm happy with Casey's rookie season. And if my math is correct, we will be going cup racing. And Jason Jarrett wins the Cup finale. Let's see here. Who won the title? Kyle Petty wins it for Sabco. By how many points? Okay, a little bit more than I was expecting. He won by 31. Jimmy won the title. 11 wins? Wow. In 28 races? Not bad. Won it by nearly 300. And then there's Adam. Adam had the worst, didn't have the best ever finish. He just went out there and got lucky. Like, he just won himself a championship by winning. Kurt Busch won Rookie of the Year in trucks, which is weird. Now let's see here. Who retires? Bill Elliott's retired. Ted Musgrave's retired. Anyone else? Anyone else? I'm looking at all these contract extensions and they're just not important. I want to see who retires. Now it's like a... Okay. The 48 for Hendrick has opened up and will run full-time in 02. There's BAM Racing. Hendrick Motorsports will expand into the Busch Series. AP Performance will run the Busch Series. The Nemco 88 will run in the Busch Series. Orleans Racing 62 will drive in the trucks, along with the 84 Canadian Inc. Let's see here. Who did we pick up? Casey. I mean, yeah, we gotta repair that car. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay, that's gonna be one we gotta fix. Upgrade. That's actually gonna cost us a chance at starting our Cup team, actually, is how much Jimmy's car downgraded. I mean, I can try. But let's see here. Greg Biff will resign. Adam Petty stays. We will not make our debut at Daytona, though. But depending on how much money we make, the sooner we make money, the sooner we'll start. Jimmy Johnson will drive the 09 for Terry Fisher Racing and as a Pontiac. Jay McMurray has signed a 2-year deal with the 16 Roush team. Frank Kimmel will drive for King Racing. Travis Quaffle goes to Hendrick. Curtis Davis, last year's Rookie of the Year in Busch, will drive for BAM Racing. John Tanner will drive for Bill Elliott Racing. And Mike Olson will drive for PPI. And let's see here, who drives at 24 for Hendrick? Gary Terry. Martin Truex Jr. has made an appearance. Bill Elliott's gonna slowly just take his time and just run out his career driving in the Busch Series. And then Craftsman Trucks, Carl Everts has made his appearance. Tony Stewart's made an appearance. Let's see here. Wood Brothers Grand National Team. Wow, there's a lot of teams that have shut down, actually. And a lot of teams got new sponsors. So their Grand National Team, DHJ Racing has shut down. Mark Martin Racing, Labonte Motorsports. Brevak Motorsports and Trucks, Ultra Motorsports, Spears Motorsports, Glanville Motorsports have all shut down. They're offer at least one cars. Okay, so let's see. Let's take a look at the champions because I forgot to check this because I actually forgot who won championships and whatnot. So, yeah, you see Jeff Gordon just went on a monster tear. Jimmy Johnson in the Outdoor Channel Ford. Gee. Then, yeah, you had Mike Skinner in that 3. Like, that 3 truck's been our biggest rival most years. Like, it's always been us or them. Mostly with Mike Skinner or Greg Biffle. And see, trucks I can get to, it's going to be a lot more historically, like, it's going to give me a lot more accurate data, because with the mod I'm using, it doesn't have, like, all the previous guys that didn't exist. Like, Richard Petty's not on the all-time wins list in Cup in this mod. We can't actually check that, though. Race Center, history. Let's take a look at the all-times. First of all, that was Jimmy Johnson's. Jimmy Johnson took the most wins in a season. Nice. Okay, all-times wins leader. Jeff Gordon's the most active on that list with 47. Herschel McGriff's on that list with 4, and Jimmy Spencer. And yeah, Dale Earnhardt ended with 70 instead of 76. Kind of disappointing. Jimmy Johnson's only 7 wins away from the all-time winningest driver in Xfinity. I want to give him that sooner or later. Greg Biffle has extended his up to 34 wins, which is 20 more than the next closest competitor. As time goes on, we will have more winners. Let's see if I can find that one dominant. Yes, here it is. The strongest championship season ever. Destroyed competition by nearly 600 points. Frank Kimmel driving for us got served. And that was a good season for us. Joe Ruttman in the 84 had a great season. That's championship caliber most years. Most years was in 1995, where Mike Skinner finished in the top 10 all but once, top 5 all but 3 times. In a quarter of the time he fired up his engine, ended up in victory lane with an average finish of 4.5. That is insane. He got last. Oh, not bad. Oh god. And I'm gonna check this one. No, it wasn't 95. Was it 96 Grand National? I believe it was, yeah, 700, nearly 700 points. Nearly over 800 points. Chad Little was a beast. And then Chad Little's final championship was his closest by still just 200 points. Yeah. Nearly 300. And then 2000, he did not win. Wait, who won in 2000? Oh, Elliott Sadler. I was supposed to say Bill Elliott. For a second, I was like, wait, what? But anyways, let's get to their season. Jimmy's gonna get third. Casey's gonna get 25th at Daytona. Who wins your 2002 Daytona 500? Randy LaJoie. Fair. Lyndon Amick wins at Rockingham. Tim Steele wins at Rockingham. There's another win for Lyndon at Richmond. Kevin Harvick wins at Richmond. And finally, the truck season starts and we get a win at Homestead. Adam is still going on a tear. And nice, third place by Jimmy, 9th by Casey. Jeff Crow wins his first race of the season, 2nd of his career. And there it is. If we gain decent money at Phoenix in the Xfinity Series, we will start a Cup team. We will. We are starting ourselves up a Cup team. Start Cup team. We're going to go with the 03 because that's our main number. 20,000 to start. Team 5. con. Alrighty, and we lose some money. But if we shut down the team, I should make that money back. Yeah, I'm gonna use the glitch just so I can get some money so that way we can actually make our races. So that way we don't just be like, oh man, we missed again. But I promise I'll only do it 3 times. Shut down the car. So I'm making about 500 grand. Well, not even 500 grand, like 3 to 500,000. So yeah, about 3 to 5 grand. So 300 to 500 grand. But there we go. And now we're gonna select that. Now we're gonna shut that team back down. So let's finally get ourselves our team. 17. High life. Set full time. How much money is this gonna cost me? Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, this is expensive. But wait, I can just view it. Upgrade. Oh, it's 150. So that's not too bad. I thought it'd be a little bit more. So we got enough money for a couple more. 34,000, 340,000, 91. Upgrade. Give me a driver. I want to see if I can steal Jimmy from a team. No, we cannot. Who's a driver on here that I want to give a shot? I could give I want to give a young driver that hasn't gotten their shot yet. Wally Dahlman back? Nah. Ooh, headache. I'm good. Robert Presley, Mike Chase, no. Mike Dillon, father of Austin and Ty Dillon, no. Justin Labonte, Kenny Irwin Jr., Kerry Earnhardt, John Nemechek, no. So, interesting. Herschel McGriff. Where could I get me a young driver? I like... You know what? Let's get... Will Dave Marcus drive the car? He is 60... No! No, 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 no. I don't want someone that old in my cars. I'm gonna limit it to 55 for the age. Jennifer Joe Cobb? No. Jeff Purvis. 43. He's got a couple. He's got 100 races in Xfinity. Well, 100 races in Cup and 33 in the Busch Series. He's getting a chance. Alrighty. So, let's see. How do we do in our first Cup race? 28th. Not bad. I'm not expecting the Cup team to win. In fact, we're just gonna survive. Greg Biffle, not bad. Jimmy and Casey doing Jimmy and Casey things. Mark Martin won. Jason Jarrett wins in the 87. Jerry Nadeau wins his first career Xfinity, Busch, whatever. Jeff Gordon won at North Wilkesboro. Finally, I think, well, I'm not going to say he's back. We got 41st and we still made more money than we usually do. We literally made just a little bit more money, if I do believe. Yeah, we made $500 more with a P2 and 3 in trucks than we did for 41st in Cup. I know where our money's going. Patty Moyes, who was a championship contender, finally gets their first career Cup win in the 20 for Joe Gibbs Racing. Huh. Greg Biffle wins a race. Jimmy Johnson won. Do we win our first Cup race? No, but we get 6. We made decent money. As just Greg Biffle won at Talladega for his first win of the season. Lean Super. There's a Truex win for his first career win. Mark Martin. Adam Petty gets his third win of the season. Tony Raines wins in the 40. Jeff Gordon wins Charlotte in the 600. Adam Petty's looking pretty good. Curtis Davis. There's Patty Moyes with their second career win. In fact, I'm just gonna take, excuse me, a second while I try to figure out who this person even is. Oh. Okay, so she's actually the first winner in the Cup Series. Okay, I had no idea who this driver was. Like, literally, had no idea at all. Apparently, she actually only drove in 5 Cup races from 87 to 89 and 133 Busch races from 86 to 98. Huh. The more you know. That's probably why I never recognized the name. Jimmy Johnson won. Ron Barfield wins a race, which is good because he didn't do anything last season. In fact, he missed a few races. Finished P12, good. Right now, Xfinity's like our biggest payday. Tim Steele doing pretty good. Jason Jarrett. There's another Jimmy win. Jeff Gordon's at 51 career Cup wins now. Nice. Let's take a look at the points. Jeff Gordon's back. He's back. 15 races in, looking pretty good. Jimmy's looking pretty good. Greg Biffle's looking awful. Adam Petty's not doing hot either. But where's our car? We missed like 5 races, so I'm fully expecting us to just be struggling. Stanton Barrett looking good. Gary Terry with his second career Busch win. First one for that Hendrick operation. You know what? Good job, Jeff. Win at New Hampshire. I'm kind of getting annoyed by Casey. He's a good driver, so we're just gonna we're gonna spend the money. I'm pulling the trigger. He needs it. And this should honestly put him up there with one of the better drivers. And there he is. Yep. I will most likely pick Casey up to run full-time in the Cup Series if I can't pick up Jimmy. Greg Biffle and Petty looking good. Patty, she wins her 3rd race of the season. David Stremme did pretty good. Winning at Talladega. Jeff Gordon wins at Talladega. The points leader, Gary St. Amant, wins at IRP. There's Gary Terry winning. That's an interesting name. Jeff Gordon with his 7th of the year wins at the Brickyard. I think if you actually look at the Brickyard just by itself, I think it's mostly, like in this timeline, it's like Jeff Gordon won like 4 straight Brickyards, finished second a couple times, and I believe his worst finish, other than 1 year, is like 18th. Greg Biffle with his 3rd win of the season. Tim Steele wins at Watkins Glen. Greg Biffle wins at Flemington. Robbie wins at Michigan. Jeff Gordon wins at Michigan. Hermie Sadler wins at Nashville. Jimmy Johnson wins at Bristol. Jason Jarrett wins at Bristol. Greg Biffle wins at Richmond. Jason Leffler wins at Darlington. Davy Jones wins for Jasper for his first career win at Darlington in the 500. Ricky Hendrick wins his first career truck race for that. Wow, that's the first time that truck has won in a couple of years then. That's sad. Because that used to be the truck. And when Ricky signed to that truck for 01 in the last video, you literally could hear me say, that's going to be our main rival. Jeff Burton. Adam Petty wins at Martinsville. Greg Biffle gets 3rd. Jimmy Johnson wins at Dover. Casey gets a top 5. Hank Parker Jr. gets his 2nd career win, first of the year. As Purvis is running 38th. Not surprised. Steve Park for Hodgson Motorsport at North Wilkesboro. And there's Truex winning at Orange County. And there's Joe Nemechek winning his 2nd career race. First of the season at the 19th, huh? Jeff Gordon's got the championship. He's going to go for 6. Oh my god, he is literally doing a Jimmy Johnson. 5 straight, 2 years off, wins the title, and then 2 more years off, then he'll win another title. Jimmy's battling for that title. Oh wow, we are in the hunt. Literally, I'm calling it right now. 200, I'm calling it just at the 250 mark. So 7 trucks. Tony kind of in there too for an 8 truck battle. Jeff Green, not bad. Tony Stewart is going to climb back up. He's going to try to fight. Travis Quaffle wins his first career Busch race. Wow. Casey got 11th. Jimmy got 37. Ron Barfield Jr. with his 2nd win of the season. Looking pretty good. Greg Biffle wins his 6th race of the season. Matt Crafton wins his first career Busch race. Jeff Gordon wins his 9th sweeping at Charlotte this year. Lance Hooper, Stanton Barrett, and there's Jeff Gordon again. Yeah, Jeff Gordon's got the title essentially locked up in 02. Jimmy Johnson's also essentially got the title locked up. Now, with 1 race left, what are we looking at here? We clawed back. I think last time I checked, it was like a few races left. We were like 4th or 5th, like 4th and 5th. Now 1 race left. The championship has narrowed down to, let's call it, 100 points. So Gary St. Amanit, yeah. It's most likely going to come down between Greg Biffle and Adam Petty though, which is fine. I'll take that. John Andretti wins his 4th career win at Phoenix. And Greg Biffle wins the title. Not bad. Good job, Greg. The 88 one for... Okay, so Brad Baker for Nemco wins at Homestead. Which I believe Jimmy Well, I don't know. Jimmy may not win the title, actually, because that was a horrible finish. No. That cost Jimmy the title. Jimmy will lose the title. And Rob Barfield's gonna win, I believe, without any hesitation. Jeff Gordon wins his 6th career Cup Series title. Travis Quaffle was Rookie of the Year in Cup. Really? Where did he finish? Oh, 8th. With 8 top 10s. Best finish was 7th and a 15.4 average finish. Ugh. I believe Jeff Gordon also broke his record from 1995 for most wins in a season. Ricky Rudd and Mark Martin retire. Derek Cope has retired. And Doug Heverson retired? Robert Yates will expand to the 38. Dollar Racing will go to Chevy. Oh, that's a Truck Series team because they will also create the 47. SS Greenlight will compete in the upcoming Truck Series season with an 07 Stanton Barrett Racing and the 91. Oh, any new Cup teams other than the 38? Nope. Mike Harmon Racing will, however, show up. Okay, now Purvis, you're out. Bye. Now, do I pick up? I know who's going into whichever car I don't pick the driver from. Is Jimmy available? Jimmy is not available. Casey, you're going in. You're getting your baptism by fire, buddy. Which is gonna be interesting. Jimmy's not in the 03. Oh, please tell me I could keep Jimmy in the 03. J-I. Come on, Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy. Oh. So Jimmy Johnson will not rejoin us. So 23 wins. I believe that actually puts him one shy of the all-time mark in it, which is fine. I'm not panicking. Right now, at least. Because there's a young driver I am looking at. I saw him early. There it is. 21 years old. Seems like a good driver. What's his stats? Pretty respectable. So we're going to upgrade Casey's car. Denny's car's looking good. Now before we upgrade any truck, we gotta make sure before we upgrade the Cup car, we gotta check on our trucks. They're fine. Now, let's just pour some money into this. If it works, it works. If not, oh well. This will be an interesting race though. So we're going to keep scrolling. Car's finally upgraded and we're out of money, so we can't upgrade our driver. Well, yeah, okay, so I can't go into negative money right before Daytona, which is fine. Let's see what happens. Let's go to Daytona. Let's see here, any new season. Kevin Harvick will go to the 7. Jeff Crow will go to the 6. Gary Terry will go to the 38. Andy Houston to the 81. Stevie Reeves to the 95. Ricky Hendrick will drive the 30. And Wyden Amick will drive the 12 for Bobby Allison. Huh. Any news in the Xfinity series? Truex to the 2. That's a good combination. David Stremme to the 3. Jason White. Oh, that's who I should have picked up. Nope, I know exactly what we're doing with our next bit of money. Let's see here. What does the Daytona 500 give us? A top 10. Yep. Yep. We're starting ourselves a new truck team. Let's go with the 01 for a number. We will make $5,000 minimum. We're gonna pick up a lot of money. Get hard for Menard, boys. The 02, the 01 truck will finally join the field. Now, we're gonna pick up a driver. Come on, Kyle. Okay, so Kyle's just not interested in the ride. We'll change his mind. Just pour money into the car and he should want it. Boom. Boom. This is just money we're making. There's no other reason than just money. I know, I'm going to try to keep Kyle in the truck as long as I can. I may possibly open another truck one year, and it will just be for all my Bush and Cup drivers, just to run some laps, get some experience, make me money. And we got $41,000. Let's hire a driver. Let's see if Kyle Busch wants it. Kyle Busch. He'll take it. Let's go. Scott Wimmer. Is it good? Hank Parker Jr. Casey with another top 10. Casey Atwood. Bobby Labonte. Casey got 12. First not top 10 for him. Let's see, how do we do in our truck season opener? Not bad. Not bad for Adam. Greg Biffle, you know better. I believe he just had a bad race. Kyle Busch, 29th, huh? Defending champion. Not bad. Brendan Gaughan wins his first career Cup race. Good job. No, I'm actually not sarcastic. Good job. He raced for me back in 95, 96, 97. I believe it was 98 for my team for 1 year. Then he joined the competition in 99. And won himself a truck title. Adam doing good. Carl Edwards with his first career Xfinity win in 2003. Casey got second. That's his career best. Jason Jarrett. Casey got last, but still made nearly $24,500. And then there's Jerry Nadeau with his first truck win. Truex. Casey got 36, but Johnny Benson gets his first career win. Greg Biffle wins 42 trucks. Lance Hooper. There's Greg Biffle with another decent Cup race. Greg Biffle wins again. Denny Hamlin wins his first career Busch race in his 8th start. Casey gets third. I'm happy with that. Casey gets another 30th. Good job, Greg. I know Casey's gonna win sooner or later. That's another second place. Wait, does upgrading him? Honestly, though, I think he's just having bad luck. Because you can... I don't care about road course stats. It's not too important. Let's see if this does affect him throughout. Okay, perfect. Buckshot Jones wins his first career cup race at Talladega. Greg Biffle wins. David Stremme wins. Mike Bliss. Stanton Barrett. TJ Bell. Jeff Crow wins his third career race. I think he has won for every team he's driven for. Joe Nemechek won. Gary Terry wins. Jason Jarrett. Casey gets a top 5, which I'm happy for. Matt Crafton. Jeff wins again. TJ. Davy Jones. In the 77. Greg Biffle, Adam Petty, 1-2. No, that's Greg Biffle and Kyle Busch, 1-2. Kyle Petty, 12. Joe Bessie. Here's Johnny Benson. Let's see here. If Casey can finish top 10 points, I'll be happy. He is 12. With 1 top 5, 4 top 10s, and 15 races. Good job. Casey is going to try to win the championship without a race, it seems like it, which I will be happy for, and I will keep him on the team. If Denny goes out and wins half the races, wrecks out half, the other half, if Casey doesn't win a single race but wins the championship, I'll be happy. Because wins aren't everything. Yes, the wins will pay the bills, but the championship is the end goal. Let's see, speaking of Finn, where is that 03? Denny's only got 1 win, huh? So he has like 2 or 3. Oh well. Let's see, what's the all-time wins list for Cup looking like? Jeff Gordon's at 57, taking 3rd on this leaderboard. I think he's actually a little bit ahead of what he didn't realize. Jimmy Johnson finished 1 short of Tommy Houston, bruh. And then you got, well, the 2 most successful truck drivers in history. It was like first to 10, I believe, was Skinner. And then first to 20 was Biffle, first to 30 was Biffle, first to 40 was Biffle, and Biffle's going to try to be the first to 50. Wait, that wasn't... Hang on, I just saw something that caught my eye. Oh wait, no, it was Jeff Gordon's 02 season was his best year. Oh, he finally did it. In the 2003 Myrtle Beach 250, well, Advanced Auto Parts 250 at Myrtle Beach, Casey Kane, in a 70-second start, finally puts that Lowe's Ford into victory lane. And then proceeds to finish 38th the next day at New Hampshire. All good. Kevin Harvick wins for Bodine. Bodine Racing, well, Bodine Motorsports wins another race. There's Greg Biffle winning at Pocono. Truex at Talladega for Richard Childress. Jason Leffler wins his first career cup race at Talladega. Greg Biffle wins career race number 47. Casey gets his second career win at IRP. And does Jeff Gordon do it again? No. Greg Biffle wins the Brickyard 400 in 2003. Jeff Gordon finishes top 10 again. Yeah. At least, honestly, still the best driver. Where is Jeff Gordon now? Not bad. Like, yeah, he's nearly 500 points off. Greg Biffle might win the Cup Championship. Kurt Busch wins a race. Greg Biffle wins a Cup race. Adam Petty wins. Casey Kane gets his 3rd career win. And Denny Hamlin got secondary. Casey gets 12th. Greg Biffle's now at truck win 48. I want Biffle to hit 50. Because there's a chance once this season's over, he will not re-sign. Kenny Hendrick for base. Greg Biffle wins again. Casey doing decent. There's Tony. TJ Bell. Frank Kimmel's looking like a monster out there. There's Greg Biffle winning 49. He needs one more race win. And there it is. At the 2003 Martinsville, 2003 Haynes 250 at Martinsville, Greg Biffle and that Budweiser Mach 1 Racing Ford F-150 will score its 50th win. Let's try to go for 60. Kurt Busch wins at North Wilkesboro. Casey wins his 4th race of the season. Well, 4 out of the last 8 actually, if we really want to look at it. And let's see here. Where's the team looking at in general? Last time we checked on Casey, he was 12th. He is now 11th in points. Not bad, honestly. Casey is going to win the championship. Greg Biffle wins at Martinsville. Adam Petty wins at Sears Point. Casey wins at Hickory. Johnny Benson wins at North Wilkesboro. Robbie Gordon wins with Roush at Mesa Marin. TJ Bell wins at Charlotte. Greg Biffle wins the Cup race at Charlotte for his 7th of the year. Jeff Green. There's Brad Baker. Jason Jarrett. There's Brendan Gaughan winning a race. Another race. Huh. Kurt Busch wins another truck race. That actually ends the season. Bill Elliott wins a... Bill Elliott retires, goes to Homestead, and wins a random Busch race at the end of the season. Casey, I do believe, is your champion. And Patty wins her 5th career race, 5th career race, 2nd of the season. And Greg Biffle wins the Cup title. Good for him. I'm just going to try to see if I can snatch him from Greg Biffle, from DEI. Because he won the truck title for us. So Greg Biffle's just looking like a beast out there. Kenny Hendrick wins Truck Rookie of the Year. Let's see, where do all my guys finish? Casey got 2nd. Denny got 10th? What the heck? Yeah, that's not good, Denny. You gotta keep up with Casey. I'm just kidding. Game? Adam is not a rookie. I would know this because he's been with us for a few years now. Jimmy Johnson made 2 starts in a 0 truck. Fifth best finish at 23rd. Man should just came to me and I would have let him in. But Casey wins in the 0-2. Not bad. Where does Casey finish in points in Cup? 12th. Not bad. Like, sure, he should have done better, but oh well. Unless I could do better. Kyle Petty, your 2001 champion, I believe? Yeah, 2001 champion retired. Terry Fisher retired. Sterling Marlin retired. Mike Stefanik retired. Casey has left our team. Oh, I apologize if y'all heard that high-pitched noise in the background. That was just my PlayStation 5 controller thing. Battery died. Dale Jr. signed an extension. Yeah. Yep. So Casey has left the team, which is gonna be slightly irritating. DEI will have a new car in the Busch Series along with a couple teams. So, what do we do? Oh, that's the team Casey left? No. Well, fine. Casey, you don't want to drive this car? I understand. We're gonna find ourselves a different driver. I mean, we could pick up Casey again and then start a new truck for Biffle, because there's no way he would want to abandon the team. Yeah, I'll just re-sign Casey because he did good enough. I'll re-upgrade his car. Re-upgrade the Cup car, doesn't need to. Danny left the team, which is gonna hurt a little bit. Let's see if we can re-sign him though, because I know this is just sometimes what you gotta do is you gotta let them leave the team, then come back. Danny. There's Danny. I could also pick up. You know what? No. Danny don't want to race? Fine. I got a guy just perfect in my pipeline. Never mind. It won't let me sign Kyle Busch. Weird. Solely because no one else would take, no other drivers I was looking at would take it. So, let's take a look. Kyle's going to stay in the 01 for one more season, at least, before he eventually tries to go up the Cup. Okay, 02, that was Adam's truck. He doesn't want to stay, I believe. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, I just reset the truck accidentally. Oh well. Come on. Where is Adam? Come on, Adam. It's your old truck. He's going to try to drive for Phoenix. It is what it is. But you're staying with us for at least one more season. Now, let's see here. Any new teams or drivers? So yes, we got a couple. Curtis Davis is going to the 49 for BAM Motorsport. Ron Trek Jr. is going to go to the 4 for Morgan McClure. Carl Edwards will drive for Bud Moore in the 15. Casey Atwood will drive the 43 for Richard Petty, and Marty Houston will drive the 90. Any interesting names showing up for us that I will care about? Tony Stewart's going to drive for Fitz Bradshaw. Clint Boyer's going to drive for Crow Racing. Brian Vickers is going to drive for Diamond Ridge. Justin Labonte for the 81 for DEI. That's going to be an interesting one. And JJ Gailey for PPC. Trucks, yeah. Any teams closing shop? Ultra Motorsports. The 42 for Savco will not have shut down. Ouch. That actually kind of stings. Because I actually like that truck. Well, that was a team that literally just won the championship 2 years prior. Like, that was literally... So, yeah, Kyle won the championship in 01, raced 02, then retired. After Casey Kane starts his season off with a win. Ron Barfield's gonna win a race. Casey Kane gets his first Cup win and the team's first Cup win at Rockingham. Dub. So we gotta put Casey Kane in the same position of the team as Frank Kimmel and Jimmy Johnson as the first driver to win in each individual series. There's Matt Crafton. Casey goes back to back. He has finally kicked it into gear. There's Teddy Stewart winning a race. TJ Bell. Matt Kenseth wins at Atlanta. Casey gets 37. Well, 31st. Greg Biffle wins. Casey wins. Jason Leffler wins. There's Biffle. Stuart Kirby. John Andretti. Adam Petty. Truex. Casey. Yep. Frank Kimmel wins a race. Where did Casey win at? After that race. Oh, it was North Wilkesboro. There's Adam Petty winning a race. Boris said wins a race at New Hampshire. That's interesting. Casey wins at Talladega for his 4th of the season. He's either finishing in the back of the pack or wins a race. Greg Biffle wins at Heartland. Gary Terry wins at Nazareth. Casey wins at Sonoma. Kyle Busch finally gets his first truck win. Clint Bowyer. Casey wins the 600, a race he actually IRL did pretty good. I believe he's won 3 of them. Once was like 05 or 06. I believe he won once in the Gen 4 era. He won it in 09, because that was the year he won the All-Star race and the 600, and then in 2012 once again. Casey wins at Dover. He sweeps the weekend at Dover. Larry Foyt, Jamie McMurray, Scott Wimmer, Joe Nemechek, Greg Biffle, Casey Kane. Another Casey. Literally, in 15 races, Casey has got 8 top 10s, 8 top 5s, and 8 wins. Greg Biffle, there's Casey Allen. Buckshot Jones, Loy Allen Jr., Casey Kane wins again with... I wonder what does that put Casey in the point? Yes, Casey leads the points. It's Casey versus Jeff. I kind of want to see Jeff win, but I also want to see my team win. And there he goes again. Jimmy Johnson finally wins his first Cup win. Finally wins his first Cup race. Actually, on a track he never won at in real life. Randy LaJoy, Tim Sauter, Tim Steele, Adam Petty, Casey, Jeremy Mayfield, Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick for Casey's first top 10 that wasn't a win. Kyle Busch wins a race. Casey Kane wins a race. Casey wins another race. Stuart Kirby, Ron Barfield, Greg Biffle, Kenny Hendrick. Greg Biffle wins a race, so your defending champion who had like 7 or 8 wins the season before will not win, only won 1 race this season. Greg Biffle, TJ Bell, Casey with his 12th win of the season, sweeping Charlotte, which historically the driver that has swept Charlotte wins the title. And there's Hank Parker Jr. win at Rockingham, and then Phoenix, and I believe this takes us down to this final weekend of the season. It's gonna be, oh no, Casey. Casey just dropped like a rock. All those bad finishes between wins just shot him in the foot. Oh well. So it's either going to be Hank Parker Jr. or Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon has not won a race all season. Hank Parker Jr. has won a race. Casey Kane will most likely win the Busch title, though, for back-to-back. And Greg Biffle will win himself another truck title. Greg Biffle wins 58. And I do fully expect that to be Biffle's final races. I do not expect him to want to re-sign with the team. Johnny Sauter wins, which I fully expect to be Casey's last Xfinity race. And Amick wins. Who finished for? Where did Jeff? We're looking for the 24 and the 25. Oh, Hank Parker Jr. wins the title. Jeff Gordon's going to get second in points. As we still got nearly 60 cars showing up, which is impressive. Hank Parker Jr. wins. Truex won, and Greg. What? Oh. Oh. Dang it, Casey. Oh well. I believe it actually is going to give Casey most wins of anybody. Patty Shee retires. Ward Burton retires. Mike Skinner retires. Chad Little retires. Bill Elliott's done. Any new teams? Michael Waltrip Racing, Shepherd Racing Ventures, Kevin Harvick Incorporated, Bobby Hamilton Racing, Red Horse Racing, Sourceport will expand, Germain Racing, Chip Ganassi Racing will have a new team, and there's Arnold Motorsport. Huh. Give me some good news, team. Well, first off, we got nearly over $4 million in my... And... let's just blow a lot of our money on this team. Alrighty. If Greg Biffle's retired, yep, I don't expect Casey to want to re-sign with the team, which is fine. I'm gonna put Kyle Busch in the car, anyways, because that's the plan. Because there's actually another driver, and I know he has potential. Where is Kyle Busch? Kyle Busch don't want anything to do with this team. So, we're gonna go out of... So, we're gonna choose somebody different. We're gonna go to the open wheel side of things, and we're gonna just put AJ Allmendinger in that legendary car. Kind of annoyed his stats are a little bit lower. So we're just gonna spend a lot of our money upgrading AJ Allmendinger. I used to have a save that started in like I took Red Bull Racing and on a different save and just destroyed the competition. It got so much to the point where the game broke for stats for most series except maybe one or two. Upgrade driver and upgrade driver, and that takes us down to $941,000 as we gotta upgrade the rest of our cars. And let's see here, because Denny Hamlin no longer wants to deal with this team, I believe. No. Danny's only got 2 wins in 2 whole seasons. Ouch. Like, that's not a good sign for Denny. I mean, then again, it took Casey years to want to drive this team, to drive for the team, to win this. It took Casey years to want to win with the team. Come on, Adam. You want one more? One more go. Yes. Greg Biffle staying. Let's, screw it. Let's try to keep Greg Biffle up with the team. So Kyle Busch will drive for the Stavola brothers. Matt Crafton and Hendrick, Elliott Sadler, Joe Gibbs. Hank Parker Jr., your defending Cup champion, will go to the 9. Wow. So, now, where did you... I'm starting to see more and more names I recognize, like I watched them on TV win races. So, we got some good drivers. And Butch Mock Motorsports shut down. The 97 for PPC has shut down. The 50 Roush and the 72 for KHI have shut down. Arnold Motorsports, who literally just joined last season, shut down. Yeah. Yeah, in 2006 will be our final. Yeah, 2006 will be the final season of this episode. Jeff Crow went to Daytona 500 pretty decently. Casey's got himself a top 10. Denny wins at Rockingham. Casey wins at Rockingham. Now we go to... Ooh. Okay, not a first time winner. Let's see. Do we start our truck season off with a bang? Yes. Greg Biffle wins Truck Race 59. Stephen Light gets his first career Xfinity win. A couple years before he actually did it. Because, yeah, surprisingly, people, Stephen Light has 1 career Xfinity win. There's Jason Leffler winning a race over Greg Biffle. There's David Stremme for Source Sport in the 13. And only his 2nd career start. Good job. Being Kyle Busch, Adam Petty, and Greg Biffle. And holy crap, a lot sooner than I was expecting, AJ Allmendinger wins at Darlington. There's Elliott Sadler winning at Joe Gibbs Racing. Coy Gibbs wins his first career truck start. Well, first career truck race. Gary Terry at Hendrick will win. That's like his annual win. Jimmy Johnson wins his 2nd career cup. Yeah, 2nd career cup race. Beating... well, please tell me Junior got... No. Okay, so the top 3 finishers of this race, Jimmy Johnson, Casey King, and Jeff Gordon, were actually teammates for a couple years. From like 2012 to 2015. They were all teammates. Jimmy was actually the last one to leave the team where he actually technically retired from full-time at the end of 2020. Jeff Gordon retired at the end of 2015. Casey retired at the end of 2018, but won his final race at the end of 2017. Ooh, Kyle Busch wins the truck race. Kirby Stewart, not bad. There's Casey winning another cup race. Norfolk Road. He's got that. It's literally the same top 3 as last time, just different order. Adam Petty wins. J.J. Yaley win. Elliott Sadler gets his second career win. There's Greg Biffle. There's A.J. Allmendinger winning at New Hampshire, which Ricky Hendrick wins his first career Cup race. Good job. There's Carl Edwards. Yep. Okay, there's Biffle winning. There's Kyle Busch winning. Casey Mears doing pretty decent. Casey's got another win. There's Casey winning. Jimmy's winning. Jimmy. McMurray. Jimmy. Andy Houston. There's Carl Edwards winning a truck race. Not bad. Truex. Jarrett. Coy Gibbs wins another. There's Jimmy Johnson. There's A.J. Allmendinger. Oh, I forgot. That literally looks like a team I would have in 04. Yeah. I actually had that number, but oh well. But yep, A.J. Allmendinger wins it. Denny Hamlin wins a race. 3 races actually this year. Casey's at number 5. Greg Biffle. There's Jimmy with his 6th of the season. There's Kyle Busch. Casey's got his 6th win of the season. Hang on. Who's the points leader? It's a battle between Jimmy Johnson and Casey King. Oh, that's actually kind of funny. Casey wins it. Truex wins his first career Cup race a couple years earlier than when he actually did it, but at the same track though. There's Joe Nemechek. There's Danny. Actually leaving a 1-2 at Orange County. Jimmy's got a win. There's Greg Biffle at 63 truck wins this season. Alrighty, so at the end of the Wilkesboro, what's the point standings looking like? Jimmy's up by 11. Jimmy and Casey are both just equally consistent. It's going to be decided between one or the other. A.J. Allmendinger's just gone on a tear. He's nearly got the championship. Well, he's essentially got the championship locked. Kyle Busch is going to win his first truck title, looks like it, over Greg Biffle. Adam's going to finish about just inside the top 10, possibly. There's Greg Biffle winning a race, though, so he's going to try to fight back. There's J.J. Yaley. Morgan McClure's going to... Here's Adam Petty. Alrighty, now, with 2 races left, we will see how this looks. Jimmy's up by nearly 60 points. And there goes Casey's chances. Just whoop. Yep, Jimmy got 7th. Casey got a horrible finish in the 03. Finishing 39th. And he was just slow. And in the truck finale, Adam Petty wins. A.J. Allmendinger wins, ending out his championship run. And Casey Kane's going to win the final race of the season. So unless something crazy happened to Jimmy, which I don't think anything did. Looking for the 09. Still looking. Ooh, 28. I don't think it was enough. No, it was not. How close was it? Not even close. So Casey just wasn't quite consistent enough, which is fine. I understand. But still impressive. A.J. Allmendinger still demolishes the competition. 7 wins. 18 top 10s, 23 top 5s, and 28 starts. Great rookie season. In fact, I am gonna probably, if I got the money, I will reward him with a full-time cup ride. Kyle Busch is not a rookie. Adam nearly pulled off a P3 for a 1-2-3 sweep, but you know what? I'll still consider that a good successful year. I just don't have much I could do. Casey leaves the. No, you're not, Casey. Jay Sauter's retired. Greg Biffle signs an extension. Greg Biffle knows that I'm only using him just to get some dominant wins in Cup. Furniture Row shows up. Oh yeah. There's Kevin Harvick Incorporated. We got a couple Roush cars. The 06 will compete in both Winston and Busch. Alrighty. Give me a car. Okay, Casey, I guarantee you there is no other car better. Like, there is literally no car better than this one. So, we're going to go downstairs. Go down here. I-J-K. There's Casey. You are going to want this. Alrighty, so if we have let's say $2 million. If we have $2 million by the time I'm done upgrading all my cars, we will start up a second car solely for AJ. Because you go full-time, if you go from full-time IndyCar or kart, one or the other, to full-time Xfinity, and you just go out there and dominate, winning 5 or 6 races and your first title, yeah, you're good. We'll keep you on this squad long term. And we will do that. Okay, give me a second team. Obviously, we're going to go with the 02. Okay, we're going to go with Nesquik. They're going to give us some money, giving us nearly $250,000 for that. Oh, come on, give me a little bit more. I want a little bit more. Someone give me money. I know y'all want it. Med Partners, sure. So I'm gonna only pay out of pocket $65,000 for this team, which is gonna be huge because one, AJ, you don't want it? I'm sorry, AJ. Did you just say you don't want the ride? Probably because I need to upgrade this team. Let's see if it would cost less than 20 upgrades. Come on. Yeah, we're good. If we give a bunch of high rolls on the upgrades, because it's like 3 to 5 points. Yeah, we're good. One more upgrade will officially max this thing out. Yep. And now here we go. There's AJ Allmendinger. Now he wants it for $60,000 over 2 years. Any new team? So Casey I was gonna go to 0. Todd Kluver's. That's okay. I'm actually surprised we got an actual one, because that's the actual driver who drove that car in real life for a couple years in the 06. Then he's going to drive the 29. Lance North's going to drive the 35. Coy Gibbs to the 43. Andy Santera, I believe, to the 66. And Tracy Hines will drive the 78. We get some interesting drivers. And a new interesting truck series competition I need to pay attention to. Kale Gale in the 5. Ooh. Andrew Ranger made an appearance too. Nobody shows up. So, we got a Red Bull Racing sighting, sort of, before Red Bull Racing. Alrighty, here we go. Final season of the episode. Stephen Light wins at Daytona, which is fine. Kurt Busch will bring the 3 to Daytona victory lane in 2006. In this timeline, Dale never won the 500. Denny Hamlin will win his first race of the season. You know what? I will give a round of applause to the driver on my team that wins the most races. Brendan Gaughan wins a race. Denny, Casey, there's Biffle, Michael Dawkins, there's Casey, there's Ambrose, there's AJ winning another race, there's Jamie, Adam, Casey, Adam. Kurt Busch wins his second. Oh my god, that win at Daytona was Kurt Busch's first Cup win. Nice. So, AJ Allmendinger wins another race. Casey's at 4. Adam's at 3. AJ's at 3. Travis Quaffle wins his first career Cup race with Hendrick in the 48. Okay, that one's interesting. I did not expect that. Greg Biffle's only at 2. Denny Hamlin's at 3. Kyle Busch is at 1. Denny's now at 4. Casey's at 5. Adam's at 4. Allmendinger's at 4. Frank Kimmel's at... Wow, Frank Kimmel still is driver. Terry Cook wins his first Busch race. Casey's at 6. Denny's at 5. There's another Buckshot Jones. Kyle's at 2. Brendan Gaughan. Tim Sauter. Kurt Busch. AJ Allmendinger's at 5. Kyle's at 3. Kale Gale wins his first Xfinity race. Well, Busch race, whatever. And I don't see, does Jeff Gordon win the Brickyard 400 once again? No. Surprisingly not. Greg Biffle, doing pretty good. Wins at Walker's Glen for his third of the season, 67th all time. Casey's at 7. Adam is at 5. AJ's at 6. Brendan Gaughan is at won his 6th career race. 4th is Adam Pay's at 6. Timothy Peters wins his first career truck race. Adam Petty wins his first Cup race at Bristol. Good job. So, out of all of our drivers, really the only ones that haven't really had any success yet, I'm not going to count AJ yet, because, well, this is literally his second team in NASCAR, his second year in NASCAR period, and first in Cup, so I'm not going to say anything about that. Denny hasn't. It's Denny. See, Frank Kimball's won races, one or two, like a couple. Casey's won quite a few. In fact, Casey's actually won more races in this timeline than he did in real life. Yeah. Kyle Busch. Okay, Kyle Busch, I don't think he's actually gotten a Cup right yet. There's AJ winning 7th. Greg Biffle. There's Timothy Peters. There's Casey with his 8th win of the season. There's Greg Biffle. There's AJ Allmendinger with his 8th. Matt Crafton wins his first career cup race for Hendrick. Kyle Busch wins his 5th. Timothy Peters. There's Jamie McMurray. There's Kyle Busch with his 6th. Denny's at 6. McMurray. Biffle's at 6. Denny's at 7. Brendan Gaughan. Mark Rowe. AJ's at 9. Casey's at 9. Casey now goes to 10. We go into the championship weekend. Casey's won himself a cup title in 2006 as IRL. No. It wasn't. 2006 was Casey's first year. It was his 3rd season in real life. Denny. It's literally gonna be a battle between Denny and AJ Allmendinger. It's literally gonna be who finishes ahead of the other. And let's also talk about it. How in 27 races we have won 16 Busch races. We will literally win more than half that season. And we will win a 3rd of the truck season. In fact, it's literally a 3-horse race for the title, and all 3 are mine. So who's it gonna be? Kyle Busch winning his 2nd? Adam Petty winning his 2nd? Or Biffle winning like his 5th or 6th? AJ's gonna try to go back to back. Denny's gonna try to win his 1st. Has won his 1st. So let's see here. What happened? Greg Biffle wins the title. I believe. No, never mind. No, Adam still wins it. If I'm correct, let's check. Yep, it was too big of a gap. They needed Adam to not do what he did, which is just run 2nd, and he was fine. Denny will win the title. So, the 02 truck, the 03 Busch car, and Jimmy Johnson ends the season with a dub. And let's look at it. Yep. Casey wins it by 399. Denny wins his title by, let's call that 28. Congratulations, Sandwich Jr. on Rookie of the Year. And for some reason, Kyle Busch is on Rookie of the Year for like the 5th straight year. And congratulations to Adam Petty for his 2nd truck title with a points margin victory by 24. So, that's actually a good year to end things off. Let's see, anyone retires? Davy Jones, Kenny Wallace, and Bobby Labonte. That's going to open up a couple things. Not really a whole lot. Any new strong team? Red Bull Racing showed up. YOLO. JTG Racing will go to swap the Ford. Red Horse Racing will have a 2nd truck. Darrell Waltrip Motorsports will have a new truck. Yeah. We're good. Any new driver want to join next year? We're gonna just upgrade our cars. I'm happy we got ourselves a good season. I'm just gonna finish my off-season work. Then I'll save the game after the stream's over. And we're also going to take a look at our we'll recap everything that's happened over the past about 2 hours. Okay. Oh, AJ's car's open, so we're going to need a new driver, actually. The Fame 02. The car that has won 2 of the last 4 titles and has finished 2nd the other 2 years. I think we put Kyle Busch in if he's willing. Kyle Busch. Yes, he's gonna be driving for the Stavola brothers? What in the world? So that's a contract I was not expecting to see. Now, and that tells me that Kyle's still in the truck. So he's gonna be doing full time in all 3 series. If I have the money, yeah, I'll upgrade him. I'll upgrade his car. Cause you know what? It's time to try to give Adam Petty a cup start. Cause he's been racing with us for a while. Nope, we're not. Okay, whichever. I'm gonna go for Greg Biffle first. If not, we're gonna sign Adam Petty. If not, screw it, we'll sign somebody else. We're going to pick the 04 because the 01's been taken. Phillips 66. No one's offering enough money. Not enough money. Not enough money. Super 8 Motel. I don't want to spend anything under 750 grand. Sorry, 75 grand. But that's exactly what we'll spend. So the team's like, sure, whatever. And now, I will have my 3rd ever Cup car that will make its debut. We ran pretty good this season, well, this episode. We got our feet on the ground, won our first Xfinity, Busch title, nationwide title, whatever. And we did all that early in this. Then we focused solely on the Cup side of things, and that's where we went on a tear. Now, okay, Adam does not want anything to do with the team. Now, we're gonna go down. Greg Biffle doesn't want anything to do with this team? Dang it, does Jimmy? No. Mark Martin's retired, but I know I can actually pick him up. And I'll do pretty good. Do I go for Newman? I think I will have to maybe go for Ryan Newman. Because unless I could see someone else. Carl Edwards? Where's Carl? Is Carl available? No. Crap. I don't know who to go for then. You know what? I do have one other guy I want to try to see if I can pick up. Kyle Petty? Nah, he's retired. Mario Goslin? No. Screw it. How much will it take to get him over to this team? Jason Leffert did not have a ride for this year. So let's say in Canon Universe, Casey wanted a teammate he's got good relations with, so boom, bam. Now, let's look at anybody. Jeff Burton goes to the 01. Hank Parker Jr. will stay at the 9. Travis Quaffle to the 11. Sam Morris Jr. will go to the 18. Ashton Lewis to the 21. Brian Vickers goes to the 22. Tim Fiedler to the 26. David Sherman to the 32. Jeremy Mayfield to the 36. Brad Baker to the 48. Eric Amarola to the 70. Tony Stewart to the 77. AJ Fike to the 83. Terry Cook to the 84. And Ryan McGlynn to the 98. Maybe my lips are dry. I'll go grab me some orange juice and relax. Maybe go back to sleep here in a little bit. Oh, Darrell Walsh from Motorsports has shut down. The 5 at Hendrick has shut down? What in the world? That's a shame. Jeff. oh, I saw the 84 for Hendrick. I'm like, oh, Jeff Gordon. Then I was like, nope, that's the Busch car. But anyways, before we get off track, let's look at everything that has happened. So, we started in 01. So, on the Cup side of things, we did not have a repeat champion in this episode. Kyle Petty won it in 2001. Jeff Gordon won his 6th title in 02. Greg Biffle won a title in 03. Hank Parker Jr. won his in 04, beating Jeff Gordon. Jimmy Johnson won his in 05. Casey won a title in 06. Now let's go to the Busch Series title, starting with 01, where we have done pretty good. Okay, so here's what we're looking at here, folks. Jimmy Johnson won a title in 01. Same situation like Cup. We did not have a repeat champion. Like, we did not have a champion win it twice in this episode. So, why didn't Amick won in 02? Casey won his Xfinity /Busch /Nationwide /Grand National title in 03. Warren Truex Jr. won his in 04. AJ Allmendinger won his in 05, and Denny won his in 06. However, 2 cars did win 2 titles, and that's our 02 with Casey in 03 and AJ in 05. And Jimmy, well, the 03 with Jimmy in 01 and Denny in 03. Now let's look at the... Okay, Truck Series was different. Because we did actually have... Only this team, only my trucks won the title. So, and we actually did tie the record for most consecutive titles. So, Adam won it in 01 and 06. Kyle Busch won his solo truck title in 05. And Greg Biffle won his in 02, 03, 04. And that's after winning in 98 and 2000. So, he's at 5. And so far in this save, Chad Little's at 4, Jeff Gordon's at 6, everyone else who's won the titles at 1, Mike Skinner's at 3, Adam Petty's at 2. That's how crazy it is. Like, I was fully expecting to see Jeff Gordon win his 7th Cup title, but, you know, it is what it is. But now let's go take a look at the all-time... Yeah, we're going to go to history. All-time wins. Casey's at 30, which is impressive. Jeff Gordon's only at 57, so he's kind of stalled out. Excuse me. Yeah, there's Casey finishes that 2004 title run that Casey just absolutely blew it. He won 12 races that year, which is still impressive. Okay, so I do not think anyone's going to touch any of these records. Now watch as someone goes out there and just destroys the competition. On the nationwide side, really? AJ was... Okay, AJ only won 16. Casey only won 14. Really? Dang, I was kind of expecting a little more. And then there's my team. So we officially have gotten more than 25 multi-truck series winners. So, which is good, because I was kind of worried that we would only see my team's numbers go off. And before someone says these numbers for Greg Biffle are unrealistic, may I introduce you to Kyle Busch, who has like 102 nationwide titles slash Xfinity slash Busch, whatever you want to call it, like race wins. 63 truck wins, and as of this episode, 61 cup wins. He very well easily could win his 62nd tomorrow at Vegas. Well, it's actually 3 a.m. so today, Vegas. Now, so if anyone needs me, I am going to end this stream here. So, I'll see y'all around. Goodbye.